Hello and welcome to another Monkey's Motors video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to show you the process start to finish of me making one of my Monday morning vlogs. Editing wise, that is, obviously. You always see me making them on the bike. So yeah, the video editing software I use is Movie Studio Platinum, Sony Movie Studio Platinum. It is not a free video editing software. I think it cost about 60 quid, but it's what I've got, it's what I like. If you've come to this video hoping for some sort of in-depth tutorial on how to use this software, this is not the video for you. There is hundreds of videos online, and there's loads of videos for Sony Vegas, and pretty much all of that transfers over to Movie Studio. It's just kind of like the cheaper version of Vegas for amateurs like me. But I'm just going to quickly run through how I make a Monday morning vlog from start to finish for you guys that are interested. So this is not really a tutorial, it's more of a this is what I do every Monday. So just opened up the software, hopefully it's all recording nicely. You see my cursor. So the only thing I can see you can't is I have a second monitor, and on that monitor I can project what this little preview window shows here on full screen, just so I have a better view. So that's the only thing you're missing out on, is what I can see on my second monitor, but you'll be able to see it in this little window here. Anyway, I have a little folder on my desktop called Edit, and that is where I dump my raw video footage, which I'm going to edit. This Monday morning vlog references a series of comments that I got on a YouTube video that I've taken screenshots of the emails. You know, when you get a comment on YouTube, you get the email with a comment, since they've all been deleted now, from an interesting individual. So anyway, on with the show. What I always start with is I grab my drift footage and just smack that down on the video line. So here is my whole ride to work. It's building the peak, so here's all the audio. It's quite easy to see where I'm nattering away to myself. But the first job for me is to have it set up so I can sync my Gopro footage and my drift footage. So I'm just going to bring up the full screen for me. So I've now got this full screen on my other monitor so I can see it a bit clearly. This morning it's quite funny. Normally every morning I hold my drift in front of my GoPro and click my fingers. That's how I sync it. But this morning I completely forgot, and I'd already put my helmet on, so that's why I've got a bit of a funny angle, but luckily I've got my thumb in the shot. So what I do, get it to the point where I can see my thumb, then I zoom right in on this little timeline here, so each click of my arrow key is like one frame. So I normally get it so you can see me snap my fingers, so there it is coming down, hitting my palm, and I kind of have it when it's not blurry anymore, and then I trim start. So the start of that video is now the instant I finish my click, and then I grab the GoPro and I'll stick him on this second video track up here. I don't use the GoPro audio, as you can see it's just a constant brrr of engine noise. I can give you a quick taste of it. Oh hello, come on down, sort it out. There you go. That's all you get from the GoPro. It's just the hum of the engine. Can't hear me talking. So we don't want that, so I just ungroup this, right click, remove from, so now these two are separate entities, and I can delete the audio, so I don't need that. Oh, there's my hand. I've just turned on my GoPro. I'm going to go along to the point where I stick my helmet on, da-de-da-de-da, there's my glasses, there we go, here comes the click. So zoom in so that each little click of the arrow is a frame, and then we should, any second now, bam! So we'll go for there where it's not blurry, and then trim start. So now both of these videos start the instant I finish my click, so if I bring that back there, this is now all synced up, and I can shift click to select all of these and then group them together. So now whatever I do to one, it'll happen to the other, so I can drag them around, cut and paste. That's all good. So now I need to find the start of the video where I'm about to start nattering. So it looks like it's obviously around here somewhere. Let's just, I kind of like to have about a second of silence before I start talking. There's my little cough just before I get going. Hello. And then obviously that's where I start nattering. So about here I'm going to hit trim start. That gets rid of all the crap at the start of the video. I'm now going to go to this explorer over here, and I know that on my storage drive, my hard drive, it might take a little while for it to spin up because it's, oh no, it looks like it's active. And then bike videos in here, I've got my little intro that I've made. So that is obviously a little pre-made video that I can just drop in now. Was that it? Yeah, that's my intro. So sadly, my lovely 8.5 second intro, I've been cutting off the first 2 seconds of it just to, you know, get to the action a bit quicker. The youth of today and their short attention spans. So I trim off the first 2 seconds, and then now I need to put in the fade back in. So you have 1 second of, I don't know, I have half a second, don't I? So it fades in like this. Oh, I love that sound. And then I crossfade. So I just click and drag that over, and then that crossfades from one to the other. Well, it crossfades the videos that overlap. This one up here, he's not fading, so I need to just make him fade for a second. And then obviously also, you don't normally have my GoPro full screen. I need to edit the track motion for this, and then I change the X and Y to pull it down in the corner, and then change the size of it. I've just learnt these numbers now. I've made so many of these videos I don't need to look it up. Now he's down in the corner. And then in my video effects border, I've got a preset made which just puts a small black border around my video. That looks like it normally looks. And then 2.15, which is 2.5. It's weird. It does it. This little bit here is not like point of a second. It's frames, and it does 30 frames per second, despite the fact I'm editing in 60 frames. I have no idea. So I need to insert another video track, and then go to my media generators, titles and texts. And obviously I make a lot of Monday morning vlogs, so I've got a pre-made Monday morning vlog. And then this is the bit where I completely forget what number I'm on. I think I'm on about 39. I'll just quickly... I'm just on my other screen, I apologise, but I'm just going to my Monkeys Motors vlogs. Yeah, we're on number 39. And then that's that. Close that, and now it's this, you know, that text is already preset to have my nice gold border and the right font and all that jazz. It's all set up. And I have a second in fade on that, a second out fade on that, and then have that line up with the fade of everything else, and then we should get it. Sexy motorbike, bye bye monkey, Monkeys Motors, Monday morning vlog 39. And then I should be in the corner.
Hello.
Hello, look at that. You can tell I've done this before. And now, I kind of have to watch my whole video through, because I can never remember what I've said and where I'm going to put things. So I'm pretty sure this is the end of the video.
So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Yeah, it sounds like the end. I guess if you're bothering to watch this video, I can give you the little sneak peek. I did a bit of singing.
So lovely, she's so lovely, she's so lovely.
But that won't be on the internet. We'll trim the end. Have about a second of empty space. Trim the end. Select the fade tool. Get all three. I've got to zoom in a bit so I can only do this for a second rather than three. Then I'll just watch that back, see how it feels.
See you next time.
Wave. And then black. Alright, so that's a bit long. So if I just hit trim end here, like this software's quite nice, and it brings that fade back with it. I haven't lost the fade. See you next time. And into black. There we go. So that is, if I was making a bog standard, completely unexciting Monday morning vlog, that would be it. Intro, title, me talking for 7 minutes, end. Sadly, my vlogs are never like that anymore. There's a few things I say in this video. I'm going to have pop-ups. It's going to get complicated. So I'm sorry, obviously, so this Monday morning vlog is going to be posted today, which is the 23rd. This editing video I'm thinking I'll put out Friday, Saturday night, something like that. So you guys probably have already watched this Monday morning vlog. So my apologies for making you watch parts of it again now, but I need to listen to myself talk to know when that I'm going to put my annotations and all that shit in, so bear with me.
Hello, and welcome to another Monkeys Motors Monday morning vlog. Look at me, it's cold today.
Alright, first cue. So, the thing I've already done that I was meant to have not done is I'm going to grab the original footage from... No, not that, Dan. The original drift footage, unedited, because this morning it was cold, I can tell you that, and there was a lot of ice on my seat, and while I was getting ready I kind of stuck my head nice and close to my bike seat so we could see the ice. So I'm just going to pick a bit where I'm nice and still and it's in focus, like that, and I'm going to save a snapshot, and we'll call it, it's not a YouTube thumb, it's just a snapshot, we'll call it ice seat. So now I have a picture of my icy seat, and then just delete that. No, Dan, don't delete that video, put that back. Whoa. I deleted the thumbnail, I meant to delete that video, and then here,
Monkeys Motors Monday
at
morning
the start
vlog.
of this video again,
Bugger me, it's cold today.
bugger me it's cold, I can insert yet another video track, grab that thumbnail I just took, put it there. That's going to take up the whole screen. I don't really like that, so I'm just going to make that half the size, and then slap on my little pre-made black border, video effects, border, bam. Cool. And then I'm going to watch it and see how it feels, how long I want it on screen. Oh, and obviously I need to do my fade in and fade out. Everyone likes a fade.
Monkey's Motors Monday morning vlog. Bugger me, it's cold today. Winter is starting to hit hard here in the UK.
So this little dot here, this is the thing that tells that picture to be half size. So he can be half size from way before he even begins. But I'm going to bring him back about a second and a half, and then see how that feels.
Bugger me, it's cold today. Winter is starting to hit hard here in the UK.
Alright, and I might have it stay on screen to when I say UK, and then to give it a bit of context, I'll go back to media generators and text, video text. So this is kind of a default video text that's kind of nice and small, and then I'll put frozen seat or frozen bum. That's more entertaining. Ta-da! And then so he starts there. We want a second fade on that. We want to fade out, and then normal. Now drag me back, and then what's the positioning? So that is a bit high, obviously. So edit this media, and then we'll drop it down to about there, and then we'll watch it through just to make sure I haven't fucked it up.
It's cold today. Winter is starting to hit hard here in the UK.
So yeah, this is a surprisingly long, drawn-out process, and you know, well done if you make it all the way through this video.
And it is. Oh, it's a bit chilly out and about on the bike, I have to say. As you can see from my frozen seat this morning. Ah,
Dan, so apparently I mentioned my frozen seat specifically later on in the video, so we're going to have to pull this up to when I start fucking talking about it.
As you can see from my frozen seat this morning, scrape the ice off before being able to get on the bike. It's never a fun start to the day.
So yeah, despite, you know, having recorded this video 10 hours ago, I can't remember what I've said. It's shocking, really.
My wing mirrors are frozen up. I scraped the ice off my speedo, so I at least have a vague idea of how quickly I'm going, but it is a bit chilly out and about. It's stuck in this little gap. But yeah, hello. I'm freezing. You can probably see my breath steaming out my helmet. It's also steamed up my glasses. Classic. So, what has been up with me this week? So, first off, I guess, if you haven't seen already.
So this is where I'm about to mention the fact that I've made a video in the previous week, as I always do, and I put a little on-screen annotation that you can click on to go see it. So now I'm going to have to go find that video. It will be in Explorer, and then on my mechanical hard drive, finished videos, Monkey's Motors minus a motorbike. Do you like the name? Lots of M's. So this is my helmet setup thingy. So again, I'll remove it from the group so I can delete the audio, which is hiding down here. So we don't need the audio. I'm just going to pick a random 10 seconds from this video, preferably 10 seconds where I don't accidentally stick another video on top. Not accidentally, but you know, I want 10 seconds of my face because I like my face. So we'll trim that to there, and then, so what's that, 11:26, let's go to 12:06, that's about 10 seconds, trim end, bring this back. Again, I'm going to want to make this only half the size, not 1080p, I want it 960, so there we go, that looks pretty good. Now where was it I was talking about my video? It was about here, wasn't it?
To the camera.
Yeah, back a bit down.
Talk to you.
Back a bit.
First off, I guess, if you haven't seen already.
Right, so bam, video. Fade in, and fade out. And then, obviously, once the video is uploaded onto YouTube, I then have to use the YouTube annotations to make the little, you know, link that you can click.
As always, click on screen now to go see my video about how I set up my cameras, how this is possible.
God, I'm going bald.
To you, and how you can see me. Yeah, it is weird doing these to the camera videos because I'm not used to it, as you can tell. Like, weirdly, I can just chat away to you guys right now. I'm happy as Larry, no worries.
Right, I swear that was maybe 10 seconds, and it's just like 10 minutes. So 103, 113. All right, yeah, I just like made that like a minute and 10 seconds long rather than 10 seconds long because I'm a tard. Trim end. There we go.
As always, click on screen now.
So sorry, this is a ridiculously repetitive process.
How this is possible.
But this is it. You know, I'm sorry, this video probably is going to be half hour long. Should have mentioned that at the start.
Doing these to the camera videos because I'm not used to it, as you can tell. Like, weirdly, I can just chat away to you guys right now. I'm happy as Larry, no worries, no issues.
Right, I'm going to jump ahead a bit because I'm pretty sure the next thing I say which requires me to do any editing is near the end. So I'm just going to jump through every 10 seconds to see what's going on.
But go for it. Like a 30-second, 1 minute clip, and then stop, have a break. I forgot to mention how I do my face cam on my test ride videos.
Oh no, this is another thing.
Despite the fact that, you know, as you can see, I'm talking about something. So 217. Right, this is the fact I'm mentioning that I forgot to talk about my roll bar mount on my cam setup videos, and obviously that's how I do my face cam on test rides. So again, I'll paste in this video, remove the audio. You can see this is the roll bar mount in question, so I'm just going to take a snapshot from this and then we'll call it roll bar, and then just that'll do. Here it is. So now if I go back to 217, which is like there-ish, I can drop this in, picture of my roll bar. Oh, that's a good point. I had it on the Gopro. That was a bit silly of me. Where I had this video clip thingy here up on a timeline which I had half the size of, obviously I ended up with half the size of a thumbnail, which was bad. So let's do roll bar again. Save over that old one. Save, replace, there we go. So now I'm starting with a full size image, which I'm then going to zoom into. I don't want to start with a little one because then it'll get pixelated as fuck. Right, roll bar. Again, it can stay up on this video track because, you know, this whole track now is just half size. You know, I could get fancy and bother to name these drift. I never bother though. GoPro. I'll do it since you're here. You can keep track. This is my text track. Like, to be fair, there's no reason this and this can't be on the same track. Let's try keep our editing tidy, shall we? Because they're both the same size, aren't they? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We're getting good. We're getting good. Anyway, let's listen to this. The roll bar GoPro mount thing where you can attach it to your handlebar.
Yeah, so I'm in the right place, talking about the right thing. By default, pictures come in, they're only 5 seconds long, so I'm going to make this 5 seconds longer. And I'll do the fade in, fade out. And then we're going to go to Panavex. So this thing lets me zoom in a bit. I'm going to need the timeline to be on the part of the video where I can see it clearly, so I know what I'm doing, and then I can use this little thing to zoom in. You can see up in this preview window what I'm up to. So by doing that, as you can see, I now have a nice zoomed in picture of the roll mount that I forgot to use. I might see if we can make it a bit bigger. What are we doing? What are we doing? There we go. Whoa. There we go. Dun dun dun. The annoying thing is I can't figure out how to now get a nice black border around this picture. So if I drag it on there, alright, it just worked. I swear half the time when I do this zoom in crap, this black line just never works. But today it did. No idea why. Like I said, this is not a tutorial video. I have no idea what I'm doing. But let's just see how it sounds.
Despite the fact that, you know, as you can see.
Alright, it looks like I want that picture to come in about here for the as you can see.
See, the roll bar GoPro mount thing.
So what I've done accidentally is where I added this, so this point here on the timeline is where I've told it that I want it to be zoomed in. So it's actually starting zoomed out. So by accident, I know how to do this, I just wasn't going to bother. Obviously I know how to do it, you saw it in my previous, you know, the video where I'm talking about a camera, I zoom in on the picture of me on the Ducati.
See,
but I quite like that slow
the
zoom.
Roll bar GoPro mount thing where you can attach it to your handlebars or whatever.
So you get magic little accidents.
Table, just waiting to be picked up, and I just never get around to it.
That slow zoom, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that was
I impressed myself.
Apart from that, I didn't think the video was too bad.
Anyway, so let's keep skipping ahead.
Oh, camera angle when I was holding. Hey ho.
See what I'm talking about.
I had some ecstatic news.
Found my key.
Brilliant news. Could possibly be because I do my shit use how I managed to misplace it. Emma. The Steam controllers and the Steam Link.
Oh yeah, I was going to put in a little picture here.
The Steam.
of our Steam controllers and Steam Link. Annoyingly, I think the only picture I have of this is on my bloody Twitter. Look, I'll stick it on here so you've got something to look at. But just pray to God there's not too much personal information on the screen. So I know some dickhead will pause the video and find something. Right. Yeah, I don't know if I have any other copy of this picture because I did it straight from my phone. So we'll just save this in the edit. Yep, that funny name's fine. Whack it in there. Right, piss off. Back to the video. So, Explorer, go back to edit, which should be up here somewhere. I'm going to have to tell it to refresh the folder because it doesn't do that automatically. Refresh. Oh, come on, Dan, where did you just put that download? Show all downloads. Show in folder. Oh, right, it's because it's just weird. So, for some reason, don't you love doing things live? Rather than saving it as a fucking JPEG, it saved it as a JPEG dashed large. Like, what twatish thing is that? So if I get rid of that, we turn into a picture. Thank you. What? I mean, what? Ah. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever easy. Bam. No, I didn't. What? Anyone see that? I dropped that there. Why did it jump forward? Is this going to crash my computer? Don't you fucking crash. Like, this is the first time, obviously, I've ever tried to edit a video while recording my screen, so I guess I'm asking a bit more of my computer than I normally would, but I'm not liking how fucking janky it's got since I put this picture in. If it stays like this, I'm going to have to get rid of this picture. Like, what is... Is the video software okay?
Screen in the house as long as you can...
Oh my god, alright, I'm just going to delete this thing because it is fucked with the world. Is it back? Is that okay now?
The Steam controllers and the Steam Link.
Alright, my computer's having a bit of a fit, so we are going to take a short interlude. Okay, welcome back. Not really sure what the issue was, but it seems to be behaving now. I just saved, closed and opened, and now everything's fine. Don't know why, but hey ho. So, picture of Steam Link, put it in, second fade out, stick a black border on it, because that's what we do. Border, solid black border, yeah, default settings fine, check it looks cool.
The Steam controllers and the Steam Link, and they're a kind of bit of kit that allows you to play your PC games just on any screen in the house.
Alright, that's good. And then let's just jump through again every 10 seconds.
As long as you fucking thing where I'm going, it's just, and then there's just the other one, you know, lighted, possibly fatal, not, you know, it kind of.
Right, I think we're getting up to the point where
kind of
I talk about my special email friend.
Be prepared for it. So yeah, found the key. It was great. One of those YouTuber milestones. So the first one being I got my first bit of post addressed to Monkey's Motors from
getting there.
My good old friend.
We're getting there.
484. But yeah, I kind of hit a second one of those YouTuber milestones the other day by getting what I like to refer to them as a crazy on the channel. Oh my god, my glasses have steamed up so bad I can't even see that green light. Yeah, I got crazy. Got my first crazy. It was great. It started. It was on my.
We're getting there.
Honda
We're getting
Hornet
there.
test ride review. So me just kind of telling you guys about my bike. It was on that, and it was just a comment. I think pretty much word for word it was.
Right, here we go. So I'll stick it up here because again I want it. Oh, that's actually quite small. That's what she said. Right, we'll make this a bit bigger. I'll give this its own little. Let me just zoom out. No, zoom out. Yeah, we've still got this empty timeline up here. We'll pop it up here, and we'll make it bigger, methinks. Let's make that back to 1080. Let's just do it back here a bit, so it's definitely we've not got no zooming in, zooming out malarkey. So that's back to 1080p, and then that is that. That's quite cool. There's definitely nothing on this timeline, is there? No. I might move it permanently down. So X is along, Y is up and down. We want to move it down. What does 400 pixels look like? So a lot of this is just trial. Oh my god, trial and error. So 200 pixels minus 200. Doesn't look too bad there, does it? That's where it's going to be. And then we'll stick on the black border, because I do that for all floating little thingies. Bam. See that's when it doesn't work. black border has gone round the edge of the thing rather than the... Okay, we're not doing a black border because I don't know what is going on with that. We're going to have to deal with floating white, I'm afraid. It's where the JPEG has, like, as you can see from this little thing here, you might be able to see, it's got transparency behind it. But so rather than the picture just being the small little white thing, it's this giant thing with transparency. And that would be my fuck up when I was print screening and then editing these things in GIMP, which is like a free Photoshop. I did all that off camera because it took me surprisingly long because I'm crap. And as you can see, I failed by creating an image with a giant transparency thing around it. I don't know how or why. Anyway, on with the editing.
Shut the fuck up. So, you know, I'm a cheerful bloke. I responded in a nice, happy way of, what were my words? Sadly, I've got evidence of all his comments because I get emails every time someone comments to me, but it doesn't show my replies. But yeah, I think I went with a test ride video with no talking. Who do you think I am? Royal Jordanian, comedy genius.
And that's another thing. I don't know if it's because I'm crazy, but I can quite happily just watch back my entire Monday morning vlog that I just recorded and laugh at myself. I hope someone else laughs at it too, but I find it hilarious.
He didn't like that. And annoyingly, rather than replying so we'd have a nice conversation, he'd always delete his original comment and then write a new one. So yeah, he wasn't happy with that. The reply from that was just, so fuck.
Alright. Looks like we're getting to the point for another
original comment and then write a new one. So yeah, he wasn't happy with that. The reply from that was just...
Here we go. Email 2. Bam. Oh my days. See, like, what happened there, Dan? How have you made that so big? That's what she said. No, I don't. Right, so this has obviously been a bit of a horrendous fuck up. Let's just do that until it looks about right. We're just going to be eyeballing the shit out of this. That looks good, doesn't it? So all I'm doing here is zooming out the pan. So let's just jump to here. Boop. Alright, still a bit big. So yeah, this is my amazing Photoshop skills. But not Photoshop, because it was GIMP. Where I've completely screwed up making this little print screen malarkey, and it is just gigantic. Right, that's going to be close enough for people to not really notice, although I notice. Oh, have I done the thing where it's shrinking? Oh, I'm such a bell end. So, where I've been randomly jumping into this video and changing the sides, I've ended up with like lots of different size things at different times. You know, this must be painful to watch. You're just watching some amateur idiot like flail in a video editing piece of software, and you must just be like trying to punch your screen right now. Those of you that know how to video edit it. Hopefully I look like amazing to the people that have never tried it, but my god, it's hard work. But hey, that's what we do. So that one's that big, and then this one.
Just so fuck.
Yeah, I don't think people will notice.
Again, quick thinking, Dan. I kind of thought, so fuck. That sounds a bit like. Does anyone remember that meme? I don't know if it's pronounced Doge or.
Alright, yeah, I'm making a reference to a possibly vague internet meme now, or meme, whatever. So again, a bit of googling. Let's smash up. No, Dan. Chrome. That's what we want. And then it's that little dog in it, Shiba, Doge meme, and then we'll go to the images. It's fine. Yeah, I quite liked that one, I think. And let's just blatantly rip this off. Oh, that is low quality. Oh my god, I'm doing shit live. Alright, images. More. Search tools. Come on, Dan, remember how to do it. Large. There we go. These are bigger. Which one of these do we like the look of? None of them. Don't really want the Nazi one, that might not go down well. Alright, we'll go to medium, we'll go to medium. Oh come on, that's medium, that was so low quality. Alright, screw it, half of you are probably watching this on a mobile phone and can't see anything anyway, so we're going to chav this image, stick it in edit, call it Doge, doggy, whatever. Go back in here, refresh this little thingy, whack it in, boom! How big's it? It's huge. Do a bit of ghetto, let's just randomly zoom out so it doesn't look shit anymore. That'll do. Make it fade in and out. Actually, do a bit of crossfade. No, don't do crossfade. We can fade out and fade in. And then, let's see how this looks. Sorry if you can hear kids screaming in the background upstairs.
Or doggy or whatever. But that little dog, that Shiba, where it would always be, you know, so whatever, much whatever, wow. So I replied, what did he say? So far can I put such anger, wow.
Yep, comedy genius.
Really didn't like that. The reply to that was,
Alright, now we're ready for email 3. Is this one going to be crazy fucking huge? It is! Great! So, what we can do here is that's pretty much 1800. Let's just make that 1800 for the zoom out. And then we can just make this one 1800 so we have a bit of consistency. 1800. Bam. See, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Look at that. That wasn't too painful to watch. Make it 10 seconds long because I like round numbers. Fade it in and out because we like fading in and out. Kids running upstairs.
a very hard to read death threat. As you can see, it's not the most legible of sentences. And that sadly was only up for a few seconds, and then he took that down and then just went for the...
And then last email, again, straight in with the edit. 1800. 10 seconds. So yeah, I was planning to look at the clock when I started and when I finished, so I'd roughly know how long I've made you suffer before I, funnily enough, edit the video you're watching me edit a video of. But, oh my god, Dan, look at that! What is that zoomy in shit?
Then I found out he's obviously...
Fucking hell, I'm such a pleb. So this is where I've done the fucking pan crop thing halfway through the thing, so now it's just flying in. So get rid of the original one, put this one all the way back there. Is that all the way? Does that go any further? There we go.
Abuse, and then I found out he's obviously a bit of a die-hard Do It With Dan fan, so, yeah, then, you know,
we're nearly there. We've nearly made it. The suffering is nearly over.
Stable, and I probably should stop aggravating them now. Just kind of removed a lot of it.
Right, now let's just...
Out there else that you need. All you crazies out there that want gives me something to talk about on this, that's about it.
So there we go. That is it. That is it done. 8.5 minute Monday morning vlog has been made. We've got some little bit of text, picture overlays, some more pictures, and that is it. That's what it takes to make a Monday morning vlog. So as you saw, if I'd just gone for me talking for 8 minutes, nothing else, how long would that have taken to make? 5 minutes at most? But I like to keep things interesting, so I put in pictures, relate stuff to that's happened in the week. It takes what, like an hour? So yeah, fucking amazingly well done. Have a gold star and an internet cool point if you've made it all the way through this video. So what's left now for me to do, obviously I'll stop recording before I hit this button because it will fuck with my computer, but make a movie, save it to my hard drive. I go to my advanced options because I've got a preset for 1080p, nice high bit rate, 60 frames a second, and then I just hit render. And then my computer goes batshit crazy, all the fans on 100% for, don't know, the next half an hour while it renders out this video. I've got a bit of a beast of a computer, but 60 frames, video in video, picture in picture, still takes a mission. My my computer specs will be in the description, so you can have a butcher's. But yeah, that's what it takes. So, well done, and thank you for watching this Monkeys Motors video. As always, see you next time.